Well, good morning, Coastal Bend. What a morning. You might have woken up to some of these strong wind gusts across the region. We saw peak wind gusts of 59 miles per hour in Corpus Christi, sustained wind gusts around 44 miles per hour. Here's what we were dealing with. So we saw round one of storms move through, mostly just to our south, but you might have woken up to some lightning and some heavy rainfall as that was happening. Then behind these storms, the pressure dropped and we kind of saw an area of low pressure develop, or the pressure dropped, creating lower pressure behind the storms, but ahead of another storm feature that was moving through. What this feature is technically called is a wake low, and that creates a fall in pressure that creates really strong wind gusts. Our winds were out of the east toward that area of low pressure, and that is the result. That wake low now moving offshore and weakening. We do still have a small craft advisory in place today. That's going to be until 1 p.m. Across portions of the Gulf. You can see that there, and even into 2 p.m. So just use caution. I would advise holding off on going out in the waters because we still got some more rain and potentially some stronger winds still on the way, especially toward Baffin Bay. This area is going to clip through portions of Baffin Bay, so lightning still expected down that direction. We've got some heavier rainfall, moderate rainfall is what we'll call it, moving through Alice and approaching Kingsville right now. That's going to definitely move through the south side of Corpus Christi, maybe clipping portions of Portland, but areas to the north are starting to dry out just a tad. Looking further to the south, this is where the heavier rain is. This is that feature I was talking about on my Facebook Live. You can see it here, that little rotation. That's another mini area of low pressure right here. And so some stronger winds could be happening up that direction, but this feature is more known as a mesoscale convective vortex. That's the vortex right there, which is another mini low pressure system. And this is like a mini cold front, and the stronger forcing is further to our south. So it is going to miss us, but by 6 o'clock, I do expect that moderate rainfall through Corpus Christi and maybe an uptick in the winds around 30-40 miles per hour. Estimated rainfall, we actually missed out on the bulk of the heavy rain. A lot of it stayed to our south there. Into portions of kind of southern Clayburgh County and into Kennedy County. Then we saw a lot of rain along the Mexico border. Here's our watershed since Sunday. We've added around 2 inches in spots, some isolated areas around more than that, right? So there's our watershed where we have been dealing with the most drought. Hopefully this will alleviate some of those drought conditions. For us, still not the heaviest rain where we could use it the most across Beeville down through Corpus Christi. I still expect fairly decent drought conditions in that area, but we still have more rain on the way. That's the good news, right? So you can't see here right now through Corpus Christi. This is future track, 6 a.m. We're still dealing with that rain. It moves offshore by 9 a.m. and we'll start to see conditions improve along the coast as well. Now this afternoon, there's a chance for an isolated thunderstorm to develop, so you'll have to watch out for that. But our main rainmaker is going to be again early tomorrow morning. So 6 a.m. is when we see our next wave of thunderstorms and potentially high wind gusts. So the main risk is going to be those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. There's a low risk of hail, flooding, and then a tornado. You can see our severe weather risk today is going to be associated actually with a cold front moving through the region. For the coastal bend, we have a marginal risk of severe weather. So that cold front moves through on Wednesday, and then behind the front, we turn drier and clearer. So with all the sunshine back in place, I expect our temperatures to still be in the 90s. But we'll see more sunshine than windy conditions as we look ahead to the weekend. Memorial Day weekend overall looks nice, hot, but windy. Barbie, John Thomas.